So no, the NBA shouldn't consider opening it up in Florida. They should consider somewhere else where they could get these players to that they can still be in a confined facility like they would be in Florida and play games where cases are not out of control.
Swag, it's not realistic just to pivot and go to another city like that. It's not. And even though the cases are rising in Florida, look, my thing, I'm leaning towards shutting it down, to be fair with you guys. I know we're talking about could it be open or not. I'm leaning towards shutting it down. But all I'm saying is you have to make sure if there's a bubble, players, you're not allowed to leave and go back and forth. Staff, you're not allowed to leave, go out back and forth. We'll pay you overtime. Stay here. You know, security around hotels. You have to make sure that things are locked. You can't allow people to go in and out. There's no way you can have that flexibility, Stephen A. Smith. It won't happen, and it's too late to just sit there and pivot and go to a different city, man.
First of all, be careful. Be careful about what you're saying. There's no way. There's no way on earth that the commissioner and the folks within the NBA and beyond, which obviously entailed medical professionals or whatever, they didn't just do it. They got obviously advice from medical professionals and things of that nature, which is why you heard Dr. Fauci vouch for the NBA plan. Let's be very, very clear. Let's not be so short-sighted to believe that Adam Silver and them only had one plan, that there was no potential backup plan. You're absolutely right if you're talking about not being prepared and being ill-informed and incompetent as a leader, and then you just throw out a plan and stuff like that, and this is all you got, and then completely reversing it with just a month to go. But there may have been contingency plans that came into effect because they may have been watching the governor of the state of Florida with his actions and his leadership and saw how highly questionable it was. They may have been playing the role of spectators in terms of purviewing the landscape and watching what's transpired. I'm thinking about two arenas. I'm thinking about the leadership that exists in the state of New York and how New York went from the epicenter to what it is now. One of the models that the rest of the country is trying to follow. I don't think that's something that you can ignore. I'm not advocating to do it definitively because I work for Disney. My God, and Orlando would be great. But if it's not, why not New York? Why not?
I think Vegas is the only contingency plan. Vegas is the only place that has realistically all that. But that's still a stretch right now. That's still a stretch.
But Jay,
go ahead, Swag.
Listen, to that point, man, we can't like just get rid of it because logistically we don't think there's another location. The problem is what Florida has been doing. It ain't the NBA has had a great plan from the beginning to put this in a system that's contained at a certain level. And let's not fool ourselves, Jay. Jay, you played in the NBA. You know they gonna sneak out. You know dudes ain't gonna stay straight on that facility. Let's be real about if they gonna really.
Yeah, and that's why he's concerned about
22
Florida.
teams and personnel from getting out of there.
Hey, Swag.
All right, Stephen A.
Swag,
last word
we have
here.
to stand down. We have to stand down and defer to Jay Williams here. I just got a text from an owner, literally during this segment. Quote, "There is no other plan," which would make Jay's point more valid. There wasn't a plan B.
Well, there it is.
There's only a plan A, according to what an owner just said. It's Florida or nothing.
Thank you, Stephen A.
Okay.
I appreciate that.